Hello, my lovely peeps. How are you today? Yo, 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 I'm here again today. I've really missed you guys. How are you today? Yeah, I'm very sorry we're a bit late, about 10 minutes late, but I'm happy to be here. How are you today? What have you been up to? It's Sunday, I believe all over the world, yes, right across all time zones. I believe it's Sunday. So, what have you been up to? Hope your day went well. Oh, my hair was eating like a piece of cake, seemingly so, right? Hello, hello, hello. Who is here? Please let's know where you're watching from. In fact, what can I do to my hair? Hello, thank you. Tell me where you're watching from. I'm happy that you're here. Where are you watching from? Happy to have you here. So, where are you watching from? Yeah, it's a guy, Pekamo, the ace mechanic. So, where are you watching from? Let's know. Someone should tell me. Oh, Lily, so happy to see you. Oh, ¿Cómo estás? Thank you very much. Oluwatimileyin Adetoro, thank you so much. Wow, Adetoro, thank you so much. I'm happy to see you here. Angel, where are you watching from? You're getting on with your videos, but you're in the bushes. How did you get into the bushes, Angel? That's very funny. Timilayin, how are you? And how was Sunday? What's going on at your hand? Please kindly double tap on your screen. Please also subscribe if you have not subscribed to this channel. You can also show some love. Let a guy also have some love. Just keep pressing on that love button. At least let me get some love. Angel, what will take you to get your videos out of the bushes? I can see the love popping up. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Please like this video and subscribe if you have not yet subscribed. Let's know where you're watching from. I'm happy to have you guys here. How did today go? Angel, you took a break from Jupiter to visit Mars. I never knew they've rechristened this planet to be Mars. I thought we were still in planet Pluto. Is this not Pluto? Or can someone help me confirm what planet are we in? I can see the love. Who is sharing me this love? I can see the love. Who is sharing me love? I need someone to confirm which planet we are in because Angel is saying that she took a break. I believe Angel is a female or identifies as a female, I guess. There are only a few angel men or guys. So she's saying she took a break from Jupiter to visit Mars, suggesting that we are in Mars. So I need someone to confirm because I thought we were in Pluto. I would like to get a confirmation on that. Oh, this love is so much. Thank you to whoever is sending it. But I would like to know who's sending it. Okay. So if you have just joined us, here's your guy, Pekamo, the Haze Mechanic. Please double tap on your screen to like this video and kindly subscribe to this channel. Yeah. So how was our day, or how was your day from wherever you're watching from? And it will be good for you to let us know where you're watching from if you have not indicated that. Where are you watching from? Oh, Oluwatimileyin, thank you so much for the love. Wow, wow, wow. Thank you so much for the love. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It touched here, it touched here. In fact, it touched my heart. I think it even touched my kidney. Prince Olarewaju Habisogun. Wow, so good to have you here. Prince is watching from Lagos, and this is very impressive. It's good to have a royalty here. So first we have a super terrestrial, an angel watching, and now we have Prince watching from Lagos. Lagos people, hello, thank you so much. Thank you, Prince. Please consider to double tap on your screen to like this video and subscribe to my channel. That's one good way you can support me. Thank you so much. I can see the love flowing in again. Thank you so much. Angel, do you mean me and you and everyone watching here? Because I thought I was from Pluto. I checked my location. I was on Pluto, yeah. Okay, you're not from Earth. Oh, that's your one secrecy. That's Angel talking. Okay. So how is it in Mars, Angel? Prince, thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's good to have you here. Consider to double tap on your screen to like and subscribe to this channel. I will appreciate that support so much. So how is everyone on Earth? Angel is saying hello to everyone that is watching. And she's also saying hello to Prince. So how did today go? Who wants to tell us something interesting that happened today? For me, nothing much. I woke up, prepared. I went to church. Some other things happened in church that I don't want to share. But of course, we praised God and we thank God for everything. And we enjoyed the music and the worship session. And we came back home and I was gifted with ice cream and something that looked like meat pie. I don't know what it is, but it tastes well. It tastes well. And yeah, here I am, on a live stream with you guys. Okay, Angel is saying it's hot. She says we are cooking here, and I'm thinking to visit Saturn instead, where I can be nice and cold. Wow. But don't you think you should try come and see me in Pluto? Because right now I'm in Pluto and it's cool here. Yeah, if you have a lot of ammonia and nitrogen, you can, cool off yourself here in Pluto without being, frozen to death. But I think the temperature is nice. If you set the ammonia and the nitrogen well, the temperature is going to be conducive. But I'm assuming you are human. I'm talking about for me that I'm a human in Pluto. But I don't know if you are human. What are you? Okay, Angel also said my day was interesting. I have many pests. Oh, many pests. What do you mean by pests? Cockroaches, rats, mosquitoes, or what? Angel said, be right back. Need to see who is crying. Okay. Adetoro, are you still here? Oluwatimileyin, are you still here? And Prince Olarewaju, are you still here? I'm happy to have you guys here. So, I want to ask you guys, would you rather, have your own private car to run about with, or would you rather, go with commercial transport? Would you go with your own car, go about, your daily chores, your work, and go in your own car, or rather go with commercial transport? Let me know. What do you think? Which do you think pays off for you? I'm not just talking only on the aspect of fuel consumption, talking about the necessity to secure a parking lot wherever you go if you don't want your car to be towed for improper parking. Also, uh, in case if you live in a very congested metropolis, um, you will be confined to sitting in traffic for 2, 3, 4 hours, which you might find it easy to jump down your car to join the traffic. I mean, to join another vehicle or plan another route, or whichever way, just get out of there. But if you are going your own car, it's not easy for you to do that. But I want to know what your opinion is. Would you rather like to go in your car? I mean, in your city, your current city. For example, Angel is in Mass, so in your city, I don't know what the name of your city is in Mass. How do they name your cities in Mass, Angel? Will you rather go in cars? I even wonder if you guys have cars over there. Okay, Angel says that she's back. Little ones fighting. Lord help us all. Wait, do you guys have offsprings in Mars? I thought it's peculiar to, nature on planet Earth. For my own case, or in my own case rather, life migrated from Earth to Pluto, and that's why we could, populate that place. And we are creating a massive city there. Yeah, we are creating a city called Indigo in Pluto, and it's going to be shocking. It's going to be shocking. Actually, well, some of you must have guessed that we moved under the auspices of the US. No, not even France or UK. No, they're no rich, they're no fit. So we went under the auspices of the ECOWAS. ECOWAS has been doing a lot of things and pulling a lot of stunts recently. So about 5 years ago, we were sent to Pluto. It took us 1.5 years to get to Pluto with the fastest ship we could create here, with our scientific and, natural, will I say, natural, supernatural intervention that we have here. And hence we are now in Pluto. The lighting you see here is artificial because the sun is so far away from us and there's no way we can get light from the sun. So we do our lighting artificially. Our temperature regulation is artificial. Majorly we use ammonia and nitrogen to get the temperature regulated to something that suits us. And somehow with the carbon dioxide we breathe out, combining with the nitrogen and the ammonia, we are able to get a good supply of oxygen because the chemical reaction will give off oxygen and water. So it's interesting. So I was asking a question earlier. I hope Angel, you've settled the fight between the little ones, and I hope they don't have fire in their mouth. I don't know how nature is over there, if you have anything like that. Do you have offsprings? Do they have big horns or big sharp claws or what? Okay, Timileyin, thank you so much. Timileyin has given his own response. He says, it depends on my itinerary. Okay, so he's also considering if he will be able to get a proper place with security in mind to park my car where I'm going. Okay, this alone determines to a large extent if I will go out with my car or not. So now, having seen the picture of what is obtainable, where are you watching from? Oluwatimileyin. Having been able to see, thank you Timileyin for this video. I'm so happy that you are giving a good deal of love. I guess you are the one at it again. Or who else is giving me love? Let me know. I want to see those that are giving me love. So, Timileyin, having considered these things that you've put forward to us, what would be your decision? What do you think? What would be your decision? Would it be to go with your car? Oh, Timileyin is watching from Ibadan. Yeah, Timileyin is my man. Timileyin is my man. We're together at the workshop you know, a few years back, and he's very good at the trade. He's a very good mechanic, and adding to his feathers, he worked in other aspects, other industries, which is a very hot cake. Yeah, he is. In the construction sector, is a hot cake. When I first met him, I was wondering how is his brain able to compartmentalize, to react to the construction, jargons, and the automotive industry jargons. The guy is very good and is very open-minded. So, having seen all this that you've laid out, that you want to be sure you have a proper place to park with security in mind, what's your decision? Do you prefer going about in your own car rather than relying on the itinerary of public transport? Well, in some other parts of the world, we are aware that public transport is quite well structured, and they are well timed also, such that if you stay at the bus stop, you can be sure of how soon you get a bus going your route. In fact, I'm aware that in some part of the world, you can track the closest bus to you and how soon it's going to get to your bus stop or your terminal. That's very interesting. But here we have buses in some areas, but it's mostly some taxis, commercial taxis, and some, will I say, small commercial buses. And most people would not like to go in that. And we also have Uber. That's another option. If you don't want to go in your own car, you can go in Uber. For me, being a Nigerian, I have grown to live a self-sufficient life. Oh, Angel is saying that she rather has her own vehicle. She hates public transport. Oh, wow. But Angel, where are you watching from? Like, okay, let me ask this way. The last time you were on Earth, when you were not on Mars, when you were on Earth, where did you reside, or where is your base on Earth? Whenever gravity pulls you away from Mars to the Earth, or if at all it happens. Oh, Angel is watching from the UK. That's interesting. But I'm rather surprised at your comment that you rather go in your own vehicle. Don't you suffer from traffic congestion in your place? Oh, Steve, hello, how you doing? Steve is saying free Didi. Is Didi still in confines? I'm not up to date about Didi's case, but I thought there had been a hearing about him maybe about a month or two ago. Steve, thank you for joining. Please consider to double tap on your screen to like my video, and also please don't forget subscribe on my channel. Subscribe to my channel. Steve, thank you. Steve says rock on, brother. I don't know what this sign means, but the last I checked it was belonging to Illuminati, but this is not from Illuminati. Mine is from my heart to you, Steve. Thank you very much. Steve, where are you watching from? Okay, Angel is saying we have congestion here, but not everywhere, only in cities. Oh, so where do you stay, Angel? Do you stay in the village or what? Steve is watching from Arizona. Oh, Arizona is my place of birth in my dream. Yeah, Arizona is my place of birth in my dream. I'm so happy to have you here, Steve. I guess Arizona is in US. Thank you for joining my live stream. I was asking my audience, Steve. Oh, 118. What's the meaning of that? I can't seem to understand that. Can you help me further? So, Steve, I was asking my audience, which includes you, what will you rather do? Take public transport to wherever you are going, every of your runarounds, to work, to church, to the grocery store, or you rather go in your car? What will you prefer? Okay, Steve, I get it now. Steve is saying it's 118 degrees. I think that's degrees Fahrenheit there. Wow. 118 degrees is so hot. In centigrade, I think that's about 40 something degrees in centigrade. Wow. Are you guys baking each other there? What's happening there? Did you guys draw closer to the sun? How are you guys coping? Are you pouring bucket of water on yourself, or you guys are relying on HVAC? Well, how do you do outside the city square and when you're working on the road works? Steve, I'm interested. That temperature seems crazy. Angel, Angel is saying that okay, she's in the city. Angel is saying that she will happily deal with congestions as long as she does not have to deal with with humans. Really? So what congestion are you dealing with? Hurricane congestion or what? Or I don't understand. Or cassava stick congestion or timber and iroko congestion, or I don't understand what congestion. Of course, it wouldn't be demonic congestion. No one wants that. If it's not humans, what rocks the world now in cities? You said city. Of course, I don't expect that you have lions in the city. Probably you have a few tigers, or maybe just one tiger in the city, but animals don't dominate cities. So you still have to deal with humans. But I think you've made your point that you rather go in your car, which is interesting. Let's see. Oluwatim Leyin is saying, to be more practical, here in Ibadan, there are some places I rather prefer public transport. Places like Bere. Yes, that's not Bear. That's Bere. Okay, Padre. Okay, Padre. You know, when you see okay in Yoruba land, it's talking about an hilly place where you're driving uphill. Ogunpa, Songo, those are areas in Ibadan here, especially main markets. Okay, I prefer public transport. Okay, so why do you prefer public transport in such areas? Why? Because those places are clumsy or what? Oh, wow. Steve, you're making me laugh. So you mean during the day, because of the skyrocketing temperatures, you have to stay inside, or is it advisable you stay inside if you don't have somewhere to go? Or is there a public holiday during the day? That sounds funny. And he's saying go out at night. That sounds nocturnal. If you have to go out only at night, I wonder the level of productivity you're going to have at night. For example, if you're a construction worker, how are you going to cope working at night? Yes, it's cooler, somewhat cooler, but how are you going to cope? It's going to be requiring a lot of, will I say, burning of energy to make sure everywhere is well illuminated. And how do you compensate for other things that will be needed on site? You know, how will people go for their break? Will I say is midnight lunch break? I don't know. How will they provide for that? Emergency services, well, I think maybe in the US they work 247. I've never been to the US, but that's my dream country. Maybe I come see you in Arizona when I come to the US. I have a couple of friends in the US, but majorly in Texas, Houston, Texas. But how you guys gonna cope? Oh, you sneezing. Some people are missing you. Probably from Mars, I guess. Have you checked on everybody in Mars to see if maybe they are missing you? Oh, so that's a thing in Mars, I guess, right? So when you miss your loved one, they get to sneeze, right? That's a new one. I like that. Is it a firmware one can install or something? I think that's pretty interesting to know. How many times have you sneezed now so I can have an idea of how many times somebody is missing you. Steve, are you still there? So have you been coping with the 118 degrees Fahrenheit of heat? Man, that's a toast bread temperature. I can't imagine. That's crazy. Steve, how do you cope? Indoors, okay, I know you guys have heat pumps and HVAC systems, so you guys will have to burn more energies indoors. And that brings me to what Steve said. Says, stay indoors, stay inside, go out at night. So in the daytime, it means you guys have to burn a lot of energy. How do you cope with that? Because your energy bill is going to skyrocket. You know, the funniest thing here is that in this part of the world, you know, I don't want to talk bad about my government, but well, maybe it is just a thing in this world that I'm sorry, my network is acting up. I'm live now and I hope you can hear me and you can see me. So the funniest thing about this part of the world is that the government is not really responsible for many things about you. So you are kind of in a country inside a nation. So you know that a nation is a collection of different groups, let me put it that way. So each person, each citizen in this country is a country on its own. So you provide your individual government. In this country, we have three tiers of government. We have the federal, which is the main government. We have the state government, which oversees the states, similar to what others call provinces. We have the local government, which is supposed to be closest to the people, which is similar to counties in the US and other places. And I call something your individual government or indie government. So that your individual government is you being in control of yourself. So you ensure that since the government is not giving you adequate power supply, is not responsible for giving you, potable water, drinking water, or water for anything at all. The government is not giving you good roads. The government is not making up for adequate transportation infrastructure. What else again? Healthcare. The government is not giving you that. Well, they give, but maybe 5%. Will I say 5%? Maybe 2% of what you need. So you have to provide everything by yourself. Please, if you are joining this live stream for the first time, please let's know where you're watching from and say hola at us, and let's see you and know where you're watching from. And kindly double tap on the screen to like this video and subscribe to this channel. I'll be very grateful for that. Okay, Angel, you have to leave. Oh, sorry. I wish you would not leave, but please run along to do what you have to do and make sure you come back here. Thank you for joining, and I would be happy to see you again. Okay, so here you have to do everything all by yourself. All by yourself. So almost every compound, funnily, has a borehole, and those that don't have the capacity to afford a borehole has a well. Funny enough, I won't be surprised if some people in advanced countries don't know what a borehole is. A borehole is a way that the head is being tapped down into the water table to get water. So a submersible pump is being put into that borehole to suck out water into a storage tank, and the water from that storage tank is going to be distributed to different rooms, as many rooms as you want to supply. Please double tap to like this video and subscribe to this channel. I appreciate that so much. Thank you for joining this live stream. So that's the hurdle we face here. So everybody has to fend for himself, provide water, provide electricity. For electricity, we rely on generators, but since for I think the last 2 or 3 years, 2 years, plus now that the price of our fuel here, our PMS petrol, has, I think, let me say it's quadrupled. So we're buying petrol for about 200 naira, and it's quadrupled to close to 1000 naira, hovering below and above 1000 naira now. So most of us have put our generators to compulsory retirement because the amount of fuel that you use to power a generator overnight now is what you use to power a generator maybe for 2 hours. So it's crazy when you come back home from a stressful day's work and you want to retire to maybe having the AC blow over your head or fan blow towards your face and get lights illuminated all across your rooms and have a good time with your family. But now that is not possible. But for those who could afford it, they've decided to go the route of installing solar installations, so solar panels with inverters and stuff, such that they can have power, being recharged by the sunlight. So that's just by the way to just try to describe. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Steve. Thank you, Steve. I was asking. You said you have to stay indoors during the day. How do you cope with that? Because I believe staying home during the day will require you to use a lot of reliance on HVAC system. So you have to put on your AC. Is that not going to be expensive for you, considering how much it's going to translate to in terms of your electricity bill? I'm kind of thinking about that because I know electricity is not cheap. Relatively, electricity is cheap here, but it was made cheaper to become expensive because in some areas here you have cheap electricity, but you pay for darkness. They don't give you the chance to pay for light. Oh, Steve. So Steve, you're off grid. That's interesting. You're a senior man, Steve. You're off grid in the US. Well, I think I learned that. Please let me know if I'm correct. I think I learned that the government is going to give you an incentive for, let me say, for reducing the load that is dependent on the national grid if you go solar, if you go green. Is that true, Steve? I'm impressed that you have solar. What's the capacity of your solar? Do you mind to share? And I'm wondering, what's the time now, Steve? I think it's possibly going to be maybe about 12 o'clock. Oh, that incentive, you mean is a scam? Steve says kind of a scam. You mean that incentive is a scam? Wow. So don't tell me you installed solar in your house, you were promised incentive and you didn't receive any. Is that the case? Thank you for joining this live stream. I can see you guys. Thank you for joining. Please double tap on your screen to like, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. See who we have here. Well, it's just courtesy that is making me to smile and laugh profusely like this, seeing you on my live stream. But we have someone special here, the only wise one. Please make welcome Mama Wise. Mama Wise, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. I'm happy to see you here. Now you can see my face, you can see what I look like, you can see what I sound like. How have you been and how was today? How was Sunday? I think Sunday is not over, but the best part of Sunday is over. How was Sunday? Thank you, Mama Wise. You see, Mama Wise promised that she'll be on my live stream today, and I'm sure it must have costed her, just as it costed every one of you. It must have costed her a lot to be able to squeeze out time to be on this live stream, and I'm so grateful for that. Mama Wise, thank you so much. Thank you. I'm grateful. Oh, so kind of you, Mama Wise. I'm so grateful. Thank you for checking in. Thank you for checking here and there to ensure that you see us online and get in. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Wow. How is Bomi and how is everyone? I'm happy to see you here. Mama Wise has a YouTube channel. Please, you can link up with her. I'm aware of that. She has a very good YouTube channel, and you get a lot of snippets, and you got to talk about life, and she's a motivator also. Well, if I want to put it more appropriately, putting her title before her name, she's Dr. Wise. Yes, Dr. Biobele Wise. Oh, I'm happy to see that Bomi is fine. Thank you. Mama Wise says she's fine. Bomi is fine. That's good. Yeah, you rock, Mama Wise. Steve, are you still there? I was trying to ask if you were promised incentive for installing solar power in your facility or in your home, and you were not given. Is that the case you're talking about? Mama Wise, I don't want to ask if you went to church. I can bet my last $1 million, if I have, that you went to church. So how was service? Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the likes. I can guess who it is, but it's not a bad idea if you tell me if you are the one giving me the likes. Thank you so much. Thanks for pouring in those lot of love. Thank you. Thank you. Wow, thank you. Mama Y says she went to church. Definitely, I know she will not miss church. The only thing that can make her miss church is if she's on a flight to the US or the UK or the Bahamas. Oh, Mama Y says service was awesome. That's good. I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy to hear that. Mama Y, I hope you not forget the 20 million naira you promised me. Mama Wise, I hope you not forget. You promised me 20 million naira. I said that will not be a problem. That you're going to give me the 20 million naira. And I've been praying for you since. And the reason is because I actually want to be grateful. I'm looking for an avenue to be grateful. Seriously. My Wise, my hopes are on you. I know your hopes are on God. So I'm okay to put my hopes in you. Mama Wise, is it going to be transfer or check or cash or how? Make her go buy plenty Ghana must go. Mama Wise said I should not start to. Don't start to. What did I do? I didn't do anything. I hope you are not there laughing in real life. I'm only just talking normally. I've not done anything. I'm not saying anything. She said don't start to. Okay, I'll not start. But please, I'm waiting on you for the 20 million naira. I'm really waiting on you. I know I will not be disappointed. How will I be with a wise mama? 20M. It's a small thing. Small thing. Okay, Mama Wise, I was asking my audience, which includes you. I'm happy you're here. So I was asking, what would you rather do? Will you go about in public transports in the city you live in for your daily chores and run around to work, to the store, to church, to pick up your kids and the likes? Or will you rather go in your own car? Which will you prefer, considering traffic, expense of driving your car, maintaining your car? Which will you prefer? Thank you for joining. I can see you guys are pouring in. I'm so grateful. Please double tap to like. Thank you very much. Double tap to like and kindly subscribe to this channel. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm Pekamo, the Ace Mechanic. I am your Ace Mechanic. So I work on vehicle. I'm an automotive technician, and in fact, if you have any questions related to your car, your car issues, you can ask, and I'll give you my honest opinion. Not just honest, informed opinion about it. Okay, it depends. It depends on what? Mama Y says it depends. So it depends on what? So on one hand of dependency, what will you do? On the other hand of dependency, what will you do? Oh, Mama Y says she's gonna go on her own car if she needs to go faster. Oh, that suggests that you don't live in a place where there is traffic congestion. For the records, Mama Y says she is resident in Nigeria, in Port Harcourt, Nigeria. It's one of the biggest cities, or let me say one of the big cities in Nigeria. Okay. So Mama Y is saying if the road is bad, she won't go with her own car. So you go in public transport. If the road is bad, are you going to go in bike? Are you going to fly a bike? She's also saying that if there is traffic, she won't. Mama Wise, I hope you're not considering bike because you can fall down on a bike and I don't want to hear that news. I don't think there's any emergency number in Port Harcourt. I don't think. Do you use 911 or 112 or what? Because it won't be a good thing, oh, Mama Wise. Don't think about bike. Okay, keke. Okay. But that keke of a thing, for some of you that don't know what keke is a tricycle. It's predominant here also. It's a kind of, let me say, motorcycle that has three wheels, two at the back, one in the front, and has an enclosure. So it's a kind of motorcycle with three wheels, two at the back, one in front, and an enclosure. So kind of it's a bit safer from riding on a motorcycle because God forbid, but if it happens such that you get involved in a light crash, at least the body of the tricycle, which is called keke here, gets the battery. That is, the battering and the bashing is going to be received by the motorcycle. Oh, Mama Wise is saying that if she wants to be prudent with her spending in the case of transportation, she's going to go on public transport. Mama Wise, am I doing a good job of doing report writing? I'm trying to summarize what you're trying to say and re-render it in other words. You know, I can't just be bringing out the words of a doctor anyhow. You understand? So she says if she wants to conserve funds, she would rather go on public transport. And that's to avoid buying fuel. You know, guys, I told you guys that fuel quadrupled in price in about the last 2 years, and it was like a big blow. It was sudden. It was not a staggered approach. It was just quadrupled in one fell swoop. So it was crazy. It was crazy. So I remembered back then I used to fill my tank with I think 12,000 naira. I fill my 60-liter tank with 12,000 naira. And okay, well, let me say if it was totally empty, it would be about 14,000 naira. And now I fill it with about 60,000 naira. So when the fuel price is a bit lesser than 1,000 naira per liter, then maybe about 58,000 naira we fill my 60-liter tank. So so I understand what Mama Wise is saying. You know, there was a time whenever I go somewhere, maybe with my family, and maybe someone steps out of the car to get something in a shop, and I'm back in the car with maybe two or three other people. I'll leave the car running, even if it takes 2 hours for the person who stepped out to come back. I'll leave the car running and the AC running in that hot afternoon, enjoying the pleasure my car can afford me. But now I have to think it twice. I have to think it twice before I leave the engine running for the AC to continue running. while I'm parked maybe in front of a shop or a store, an office, waiting for someone, I have to think it twice that it's really, really worth it. So it must be maybe I'm considering that eventually when I alight from the car, I don't want to be sweaty when I get into that office. So I have to keep the AC running, pending when I'll finish what I'm doing to get off and enter into the office I'm going into. But if it's not really, really worth it, if it's not going to afford me any advantage, man, I rather put off I rather put off my engine and wind down because fuel is crazy. Imagine if in a month, on the average, I fill my tank twice. If I will go everywhere I need to go, to work, to church, to the market, and a few other places I need to go to, I will use two full tanks normally. So imagine something that will take me just less than 30,000 naira before is now taking me 120,000 naira. 120,000 naira. That's times four. And the funniest thing is that the economy is not improving in the sense that as the fuel price quadrupled, it's not that the economy has improved to the point that you now have, let me say, a good value for your service, such that at least what you are receiving is commensurate to your possible expense. No, that's not the case. You are still receiving a commensurate value to what you are getting. I mean, an equal value to what you used to get, but now the expenses has quadrupled. And it's same for almost every product because since road is the major means of transportation, every other thing has skyrocketed. Every product that passes through the road has increased in cost price. So it's crazy over here. Mama Y says wisdom is profitable to direct. Yes, so na true talk you talk, oh mama. Wisdom is actually profitable to direct. You have to use some sense. Person wey no use sense will crash oh for this economy. Baba Tinubu, I dey vex for you but I respect you oh, but this one wey you do no good, e no good. We say we don see am finish with Buhari but this one is terrible. So Mama Y, do you have any issue that is alarming you about your car, or maybe that you know about a particular car that maybe you want to hear my opinion about? Definitely, I'm going to give you a honest and informed opinion. Thank you for watching. I can see new people tripping in. Please let us know where you're watching from. Let's know where you're watching from. Angel has stepped out. She had to attend to something. Steve, are you still there? Steve, are you still there? Steve, my guy, are you still there? Mama Wise, what's up? Are you still there? Say hi if you are still there, or say I'm there. Okay, as we were saying about the skyrocketing economy now, one other reality that has befallen us is that the cost of maintaining your car is now very, very, very much. Okay. Mama Y says, just educate me. Okay, I think I have to be careful the way I pronounce each word of English because I'm speaking to a doctor of philosophy. Yes, so I have to accentuate and articulate my words properly. Thank you very much. Mama Y says I'm here for you. So she said previously, just educate me on things I need to know concerning what you do. Okay. Did I get that right? Mama Y is laughing. Okay. So I'm an automotive technician at my facility here in Ibadan, Nigeria. We do automobile repairs, maintenance, and diagnostics. So though we work on all cars, definitely those ones that have service manuals out there, which we do purchase as technicians. But majorly, I am specialized in American and Japanese vehicles. So I'm specialized in American vehicles like your Ford, you know, like GMC, like your Mazda, yeah, uh, like your Mazda is kind of a subset of Ford. So there's a partnership between Mazda and Ford that give rise to that product, Mazda. So I work on those, your Caravan and the rest like that, your Pontiacs also. So I work on Japanese vehicles like your very popular Toyotas, your Toyotas and your Nissans. I work on Hondas, and I also work on Korean vehicles, your Hyundais, your Kias, and even some of those Chinese vehicles which integrates fairly the same kind of systems. For example, your JAC is a Chinese vehicle. Majorly, it relies on Toyota components. So I work on those ones too. At our facility here, we work on engines, we work on electricals, we maintain your transmission, we work on your suspension, on your brakes, we work on your HVAC, that's your heating, ventilation, and air conditioning system. So that's pretty what we do. So you can tell me if there's any problem you have that you want me to say something about. I'm sure in the past 1 month, your car has been to the mechanic at least once. What did you fix there? And was it surprising to you that you had to take your car to your mechanic? So while waiting on what Mama Wise wants to say, I was about saying that being that the economy is a bit heavy on us these days in this part of the world, and I think it's similar, maybe fairer in other climes, but similar to what you have in other climes also. I advise people, especially my clients, I tell them, please, whatever car you have now, as far as it's serving your need and your purpose, make sure you take good care of it, because you may not be able to easily snap your fingers to buy another one. So that car you have, if it's serving your purpose right now, take good care of it. If you feel that the use and the pleasure of using your car is being frustrated because of the kind of service you're having, please look for a trustworthy and competent mechanic and ensure that they help you fix your car well. It will go a long way in helping you maximize the satisfaction of having a car, because I'm intentional about seeing a honest and competent mechanic. Like I used to say, that the mechanic is honest and maybe not competent is not an advantage to you. He will tell you the truth, but the truth will not be the fact, and you end up going, on try and error adventure, spending where you don't need to spend, and achieving no results, but still spending. So it will end up in the same spree of spending. And when you have a competent but dishonest mechanic, you still continue in the spree of spending, because he knows where to target to fix your problem, but will rather take another route to ensure that he gets the proceeds from you, and he gets you to keep coming because you trust him. He's competent, but he's not addressing your issues, but he's getting your money. So you have to ensure that you do your best to get a competent and a honest mechanic. That way you can be sure that he's not intentionally duping you, and he's not doing a try and error with your resources that are hard hand. So Oluwatimileyin says cars are very expensive to buy now. Yes, very expensive. I helped a client check out a car recently. I think it's about 3 weeks now or 1 month now. So the person is resident in Lagos, but because he knows me, he got a link of a car to be sold, a Toyota Camry 2007, 2011 model, the one we call Camry Muzzle here. So he had me to link up with the dealer to go and check out the car and see the condition it was. Man, the car had some issues, but my client wanted that car. You won't believe that with the power steering issue that it has, the power steering was hard. You know, it was also making noise. There was clearance in the power steering system. So there was problem with the power steering system, problem with the brake rotors. What else? Mm, the transmission is shifting well, but it's a bit funky. It's not shifting at the right point. Normally, for such a car, by the time you rev on wide open throttle, you should have it shift from 1 to 2 at about 4,000 rpm or 4,500 rpm. But this one was shifting about 5,500 rpm if you give it a wide open throttle from gear 1 to gear 2. So that's an issue, but it was because of the MAF system, and it was the circuitry of the MAF that was bad. I'm sure the previous owner intended to or decided to sell it because it was problematic and they could not solve it. It was a circuitry issue. Okay. Biobele Wise, Mama Wise says, mechanics are now like our close friends, by force, by fire. I think they've been praying so well lately in church, so you don't have a choice. The God of the mechanics will make you take your car to them. That's funny, by the way, but it's actually not funny to the pocket. But if you have a trustworthy, honest, and competent mechanic, please hold him close, and please don't jettison his advice. Don't. If you have been able to test out the fact that he's competent and is honest, please don't don't leave him. Make him feel appreciated so that he can give you his commitment, and that way you get the best from him. Oluwatimileye is saying 2004 to 2007 Toyota Corolla is above 9.5 million naira. I guess that's the foreign used, right? Yes, that should be the foreign used. The Nigerian used of the 2004 to 2007 Toyota Corolla that most people call the Uber Corolla, the common Corolla, the one after Ukerejuwelo, is supposed to be around between 3.8 and 4.5 million now. Yes, the Nigerian used. Yes. Oh, Angel is back. Angel, gracias. Good to see you. Thank you for coming back. Oluwatimileye is saying, I mean, it's around 9 million to 9.5. Yeah, I get it. That should be the foreign used. Angel is saying, once I'm finished here, I will render the video and upload. Okay. Angel is working on a video from Mars. That's interesting. So she wants to upload those videos when she's done. Angel has a YouTube channel. Please kindly check out her channel and subscribe and show her some love. She has a YouTube channel. Yes, the same name, Angel Lily. That's her YouTube channel. Okay. Angel Lily says, I'll have to toss all the mechanics out of the window so they don't curse my car. So if you literally mean, well, that suggests that they use cars in Mars, because Angel says she's currently in Mars. If they use mechanics in Mars, so if you toss all of them out of the window, how do you get your cars fixed? Do you have a magic wand, or how do you sort that out? Okay, Mama Wise says it's difficult to find one these days. That's to find a good competent and honest mechanic. Yes, but I think it doesn't mean it's impossible to find. Well, if my words will suffice, I'm a honest and competent mechanic, and I believe there are quite some people like me also in different parts of the world. But you have to try out different shoes before you know which one actually fits well on you. I mean, that will not give you aches after wearing it for maybe a couple of minutes. So you may need to do that, probably with simpler issues, non-complex issues. You can try and test out some mechanics and see the stuff they are made up of. See, probably if you've known exactly what is wrong with a particular system and you're here to fix it, you can try and test out another mechanic. See what his opinion will be, his diagnostic process. Will he say is another big thing when it's actually a small thing that have been confirmed? Or maybe you go for a system repair, a system that has maybe a fixed issue. I mean, the issue has been resolved, and try to complain it to a particular mechanic you want to test out and see what that person will say. Maybe he's going to aggravate it or go by your words so that he can get some cool cash from you. Or maybe he's going to confirm to you that, or let me not confirm, maybe he's going to let you see that I can't see any issue here. There's nothing wrong with your car. No, that complaint you said is not there. This is exactly how it's supposed to be. So that way you can have an inkling. It's not always black and white, but you know, many of my viewers watching have been here. I mean, have been on this world in this world for quite a while, so they can be able to decipher what is close to black and what is close to white. So you'll be able to know what's close to honesty and what is close to deceit from whatever the outcome of their reaction is. So there are many other ways you can try to get a good mechanic. I mean, identify them. Angel is saying to find someone who won't tamper with your vehicle these days, creating more problems, or they will be overcharging and their work isn't up to par. This saddens me because number one, Angel is watching from the UK. Number two, one part of the UK colonized us, and I felt that every industry of life should be up to par in the UK. But it's sad for me to know that you have the red color in every part of the world. Well, there's nothing we can do about that. But you have to defend yourself. Look out for yourself. Look out for your car's health. For many people, I believe having a car is an asset, and you want to protect that asset. You want to defend, you know, let me say, the functionality of your asset. So you don't let people want to just put a hole in your pocket or in your purse to just have their way. So you test out. I've given a few clues on how you can do that and test the integrity and competence of a mechanic. And if you're able to get it correctly, I mean, if you're able to judge correctly whether a mechanic is true or not, it's good for you because going forward, you'll be enjoying the best services at, let me say, reasonable price. Reasonable in the sense that you are not spending thrice for a particular problem, either intentionally or mistakenly. So that's something to consider. Okay. Angel, Mama Wise is on YouTube. Mama Wise is on YouTube. Mama Wise is saying, Angel, how are you? That's lovely. I'm happy you guys are interacting. Mama Wise is my mommy. I mean, she's a mother to me. So you can connect with her. Mama Wise is on YouTube. She has a channel, functioning channel. And Mama Wise, you can connect with Angel and subscribe to her channel. Angel, you said you're in trouble if you come here. Are you referring to me? Are you referring to me, Angel, that I'm in trouble if I come to the UK? Why? Please, if that's what you're saying, let me understand you better. Okay, Angel is saying I'm fine to Mama Wise. All right, that's great. Angel is saying why I am in need of a mechanic because I believe my car will not break down. Okay, maybe I think she's trying to say that's why she doesn't need a mechanic. Probably why she said she threw them out of the window. Okay, there are there are a few possibilities about this. If you want to be realistic about this, Angel, if you are saying that you don't need a mechanic because you believe your car will not break down, unfortunately, your car does not work with your belief system. It has a mind of its own. And apart from its mind, being independent, doing what it wants to do, it's it's it is subjected to wear with the way you use it and the places you go and the way you drive and many other factors, including age and factory defects. So no matter what you do, it's gonna break down. We all break down as human beings, despite how much we hold on strong in our hearts that we will pull through, will not break down. And we're created by the Almighty. So as far as we are subjected to Mother Nature, things are supposed to be fresh at one point, be ripe at one point, be over-ripened at one point, and to deteriorate at another point. But in the case of, you know, most of the parts you have in cars, they will wear out, either the computer parts or the suspension or mechanical or metal parts, the joints, they will wear out. The metal joints will wear out and have a lot of clearance and start making noise and maybe at a point to pull out or give away. The bushing joints will wear out and start knocking over each other and at a point, depending on their design, may give away. You must have seen cars whose front wheels will just pull to different sides and have their mind, a mind of their own. So it's not about belief, it's subject to happen. I don't know about Mars, if you have cars in Mars, because Angel said she is watching from Mars. But if it's about in the UK where you stay whenever you visit Earth, then I can assure you that it's going to have some wear and tears, and there's going to be a breakdown at a point in time. Well, I have to catch up with these messages because it's kind of long. Okay, Adetoro Oluwatimileyin says, my friend asked me to check out a car for him, a Nigerian used car. Nigeria means Nigeria. It refers to Nigeria. Of that Uber Corolla. Okay, so that's the 2003 to 2007 model. It ranges from 4.8 million to 7 million. Yes, depending on how clean it is. Yes, though you can get some for about 3.8, 4 million. Yeah. Okay, so the 4.8 million naira Uber Corolla I checked is nothing to write home about. It was badly live. Thank you for still hooking up to my channel. Yeah, I was trying to say, also considering luck, you can get a car for about 4 million. I mean, that same Corolla, that will still be good. Yes, you can get a car for 4 million and that will still be good. It's luck. What I advise people, and which is my own practice, is that please don't put yourself in a situation that when you need to buy a car, you are so desperate about getting a car. When you get to that point of desperation, especially when you are pressured by the need to get it immediately. Probably you sold your car before you bought another one. You will fall into buying what is less desirable, of which if you can do it within the luxury of what you can afford, if you can afford time for yourself and you're able to maybe give your time a 3 month window, the money is available, you are not under stress or duress, and you keep checking for that 3 months till you get something that is worth the while in terms of price and the condition of the car, then it's good for you. But it will be a crazy thing, like this illustration is saying. Imagine 4.8 million naira car. That's approximately 5 million naira. By the time you get the number plate registration and some other few things, maybe there's no fire extinguisher, maybe there's no jack, maybe there's no wheel spanner, maybe there is no spare tire, maybe the tires are not even good. By the time you do all those, you'll be spending close to 5.2, 5.5 million naira. And you've still not fixed, in some cases, half of the problems. So you don't want to have that kind of issue. For your information, that car, Engineer Timmy, if you are listening, that car now that you talked about, the engine it uses is 1ZZFE. That engine, the last time I bought it, is 1.4 million naira. That was about 3 months ago. 1.4 million naira. So imagine if you are unfortunate to buy that car for 4.8 million naira and the engine is not good. It means you have to cough out another 1.4 or 1.5 million naira. Of course, more than that, because that's just the engine price. No engine oil, no coolant, no installation fee, no haulage fee. So you have to be circumspect about that. Okay, Angel is saying, I was blessed to be born in a family who were trained in all things, vehicles, and are trained mechanics. However, we still run into problems here and there. Okay, so I think formerly Angel was talking about when they were on Mars, they have to believe for their car not to be, problematic or run into any fault, and it works for them. But evidently now, I think she's talking about Earth now, because this looks like Earth. Their cars break down even despite the good hands they have in their family. Shout out to the trained mechanics and the Andy DIYers in your family. I doff my hat for them. You can't see the hat. You're looking with the eyes of Mars. You can't see it. But I doff my hat for them. It's not easy for them to bring such solutions at a very, very cheap cost for you. Yeah, but still, some things will go on and get beyond their capabilities, and they have to involve a mechanic. Okay, Angel is celebrating that her number one crown has been restored. Okay, congratulations, I'm celebrating with you. Okay, Mama, why I say it is well, it really is well, oh, but you have to put in the work so that you won't be tossed into the well. Oh, Angel, were you in a competition with Mama Wise? Because I see you, compensating her with with your heart. Okay, that's good. Oh, so you were referring to me that if I come to the UK, that I'll be in trouble. Why do you say so? Oh, you mean I'm in danger of being thrown out of the window? No, 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 no. I'm not like those mechanics. Yes, I'm born in Nigeria. I'm raised in Nigeria. I am not limited to Nigerian training. I'm a universal asset. So the kind of ethics I consume are born out of the best places in the world. So I'm not relegated to mediocre stuff. You won't dare throw me out of the window. You want to keep me in a special room. Yeah. In fact, you want to dedicate a special room for me where I work on your car with everything provided, with a chest freezer, with a fridge, with a side table, kitchen, uh, everything I need if I want to rest to stay there, because you will be very, very comfortable with my service. I can assure you that. Okay, Mama Y says that she is going. I'm sorry I didn't get up to date to see when you were going, but thank you very much. And I hope to see you when you return back. Thank you very much. Okay. Oh, thank you, Angel, for helping me reply to Mama Wise when she said she was going. Angel says, okay, I will keep you in my back pocket. Should problem occur, but be prepared for tossing. Okay. Well, number one, uh, you don't want to wear a trouser that will have a turn back pocket, so you can't have me in your back pocket. I'm heavier than that. Number two is that I can't be tossed because my deliveries is far beyond what you can toss away. Yeah, yeah, I can assure you of that. Okay, Angel is also saying that they have flying cars in mass, so no need to travel on ground again. So how does it work? What does it work on? And does everybody get to maintain their cars? Is it that simple? Do you get the intuition of fixing your cars when you're in mass? I'm interested. I want to see how it works there. Okay, so talking about car maintenance, every little thing you do about your car goes a long way. Some people, because they felt that they bought a fresh car, like maybe a brand new car or a well looking or good looking foreign used car, they feel it sounds well, it drives well, it gives them the adrenaline they need on the road, when they go past every other vehicle, and it helps them compensate for the slant on their shoulder by raising their shoulders high, and everything seemed to go well. So the jettison maintenance, or let me say basic checks, which is supposed to help avert issues. Okay, Angel is saying that everything run by machine here. I'm in the bushes. Soon I'll run away. Wait, what are you doing in the bush? Because in this part of the world, when you're in the bush, it's possible maybe you are doing. I'm busy on a live stream. Check inside. Sorry, my little general came around. When you're in the bush here, is either you are doing something that can only come from the back. I believe you know what I'm trying to say. I hope you've not been there for like almost 35 minutes doing something in the bush. Oh, getting dressed in the bush. Sorry, I don't understand. Do you have a closet, a clothes closet in the bush? Is it so that it won't be hot, or I don't understand? Just kidding anyway. So talking about cars, every little thing you do to ensure you prevent damage to your car is in order. For example, like I was saying, some people believe that Angel says, Pekamo, leave me. Okay, I'm not holding you. But just let me know the next time you are going to mass. Probably I can join you if you don't mind one more person joining you on your. Do you use spacecraft or space bicycle or what? Okay, so every little thing you do to keep your car in shape, especially to prevent breakdowns, goes a long way, because you don't want to be trying to gather the spilled milk. Okay, Angel says as soon as leaving home, gonna take these two terrors home. Okay, I didn't get it. I'm soon leaving home, gonna take these two terrors home. I'm wondering, currently, are you in the UK, or you are in mass? Because I want to know what it looks like, what the young stars look like in mass. Whether they have, fire brimming out of their mouth, or they have claws on their eyelids, or I'm trying to get a picture of how it looks like. It's interesting. You don't get to meet extraterrestrials every time. So every little thing you do matters. You check your oil level. If you can do it every day, please do. But if you feel that okay, your car is in perfect condition, everything seems to stay well, please at least every week make sure you do it. Check your oil level, your coolant level. In fact, check the expansion tank coolant level. That's some cars used to have apart from the coolant cover, they used to have another separate cover. I mean, separate reservoir that is always like transparent, opaque container, like white color, where you see the coolant level there. You see high and low, or max and min, indicating maximum and minimum. So make sure you check those ones too. Make sure you check your power steering fluid. Make sure you check your brake fluid. For those of you that are not using uh, cars with electronic power steering system, make sure you check the power steering fluid. And for those of you that are using what we call hydro boost brake system, those ones use boosted electrically boosted brake, so they don't use vacuum from the engine. It uses electric motor pump to pump the brake fluid through the lines. So immediately you depress the brake, the pump is activated and gives extra push pressure to the brake fluid in the brake lines. So you have to take note of how well your brake is actuating when you press it. The sound you are hearing when you depress the brake, if you get to see that the sound is changing, please take it for check as soon as you can, because if the pump fails on you, your brake is going to be hard. For most of you that might have observed, when your engine is off, your brake pedal is always very hard and your braking effect is going to be very minimal. Okay, Angel is saying, I don't carry people with me to Mars. It's my time to escape from all you humans. Oh, I guess you're not human after all, because you might need to be escaping from yourself. But if you are human, I think you just need to do a lot of human management and team playing and stuff like that, because we are all humans and we can only maximize the best of what we are made up of when we integrate with each other. At least integrate with the best of each other. So that's Jermaine. Angel is also saying our children here have three eyes and are very well behaved. Excuse me. It's just these children of hurt who disturb. Okay, so these children, I want to crack your lie. I want to crack your lie, Angel. I'm not implying that everything you are saying is a lie. Eh? But I want to really get which of them is a lie, even though I know the ones that are a lie. But as an engineer, I want to check it out beyond a reasonable doubt. Currently, are you on Earth or in Mars? I need you to answer that question. Then I'll move to my next question. So, like I was saying, make sure you check to ensure that all these things are fine. And when you go for oil change, ensure that you get your mechanic to check your brake pads and your brake shoes if you have brake shoes. But if you have brake pads, let them check your brake pads. Let them check all of it. Let them check your parking brake. Now, reason why you should check your brake pads is if your brake pads wear completely on the regular brake friction material and wears out, it will remain the backing steel plate. If the backing steel plate rides against your brake rotors, it's going to wear out your brake rotors. Eventually, you still need to replace the brake pads and that rotor. And if you are lucky or slightly unlucky, and your brake rotor it's eaten up by the backing plate of your brake pad, then you have to get those rotors that are involved. Yes, if it's more than one, you have to get them and replace them. And that's going to be very expensive, especially if you have a very old vehicle that the brake disc has seized. You might indeed need to replace the whole of the brake rotor and the knuckle and the hub assembly, because if you cannot take out the rotors from the hub, then you have to replace the whole knuckle hub rotor assembly, which is crazy in terms of cash. So you don't want that to happen to you. Okay, we already know. Angel is saying we already know I've decided to go to Mars. So you mean currently you're on Earth, right? It means you're on Earth currently, right? That's a smart move, for you to have asserted that you're on Mars. It is smart. I mean, you're on Earth. It's a smart move, because legally I won't be able to ask some questions to, you know, to crack your lies. Okay. So Another thing is when you're driving, and it might not be seen as maintenance, but in real sense, it's maintenance. Is for you to ensure that while driving, you're not just enjoying the scenery. For those of us in places that have beautiful roads and beautiful side attractions on the side of the road, beautiful structures, infrastructures, bridges, ramps, and exits, and the likes. Don't just be carried away by that. You are the pilot, you are not the one being driven. So you have to ensure that you are paying attention to that. Oh, Mama Wise is back. Mama Wise, thank you very much. Mama Wise, so good to see you. Sorry I couldn't bid you temporal farewell when you were leaving. I was not uh, reading the messages in real time, but I saw that Angel told you bye bye, and I'm happy to have you back. Mama Wise, I guess you went for dinner. Mama Wise no dey waste time. She don arrange the food now to chop am sharp sharp. So Mama Wise, I was saying that part of the precautions that we have to ensure in the maintenance of our car is to ensure that we check the necessary the preliminary stuff to be checked about our cars. If you can do it every day, it's fine, and that's what I recommend, because that way you can easily catch anything that is going off. So you check your engine oil, your transmission fluid, you check your brake fluid, you check your coolant, that's your engine coolant. In some places, I don't want to say the places, they use water instead of coolant. You check that, then you check your brake fluid, your power steering fluid. If you are driving a manual transmission that has an hydraulic clutch, you check your hydraulic clutch. Okay, Angel is leaving. She's leaving now. She said she's leaving her currently. So I will assume that she's talking about the poetic location of my live stream. So she's going back to Mars. Mars is her own world there. So she's leaving my own world. Okay, she said she will not be returning to Earth anytime soon. I'm adding that. Yes. But she also said her baby is calling, so she has to stay safe. Okay, she have to say stay safe and be blessed. So she's telling every one of us here, stay safe and be blessed. Thank you, Angel. Thank you for joining. You've added some light and some fun to the group chat. I mean to the live stream chat today. Thank you so much. I'm happy to see you. Catch you later when you come around Earth, or maybe I'll visit you in Mars. Okay, Mama Wise is saying, what if your car is kabu kabu? Okay, what do you mean by kabu kabu? You mean what if your car is a commercial transport, or do you mean what if your car is a jalopy, like kind of old rugged car, kind of? Is that what you're trying to say? Like, is that what you're trying to say? Okay, so if it was commercial, definitely somebody is driving it. So the person that is driving it will be given the mandate to do those checks. Same thing for if you have a car or cars that are driven by drivers. Maybe you have drivers that takes you around. It's good that you also ensure that they see through these checks and precautions. You know, precaution is the way to go. The same way for humans too, in relationship with people. You try to check to ensure you put precautions in place for people not to step on you, rather than look at how, ah, Mama Wise, you said the grammar I'm speaking is too much. If I'm not speaking small English for my doctor, who will I speak it for? Dr. Wise. I'm sorry if my grammar is not correct. So which part don't you understand, Mama Wise? Eh? I was saying that precautions is the way to go in ensuring the longevity of your vehicle, of your car. So Apart from the checks that I've talked about, which if you are not the one driving your car, try and ensure that whosoever is handling it is mandated to do those checks. Maybe you have to supervise it in the early period. I mean, in your initial engagement, you give the instruction and you supervise it till it becomes an habit that is being replicated. Then you can be sure, excuse me, then you can be sure that it's being done regularly. And once a while, after you've seen that that person has become accustomed to it, then you can decide to check once a while to confirm with the person that have you checked this and this and this? What is their level? Is everything okay? And once a while, if it's possible, which you should make it possible, you do the checks by yourself, because at the end, the expenses incurred by maintaining or repairing that car will not come from that person's pocket. It's going to come from your pocket. So definitely, if it's a commercial vehicle, the car stays probably with the person the whole day and it returns at night, or the way some people do it, the car stays with the person throughout the working days of the week and returns by weekend. There must be a time that all of the vehicles will come back to you or to your to your parking lot. Okay, Mama Wise is saying, what if you are a total novice in that area? That's why you're on this channel, so that you not be a novice. So what don't you understand? So that I can put you through. Because it's just like having a child and saying you're a novice in training a child. Then you will not make the best out of being a guardian or a parent. So the same way for your vehicle, you don't want to be told different things happening to your car, and the only thing that Mama Wise, you want to crack me up, right? Okay, I'm not reading that. So I was saying, you don't want it to be that your driver or will I say your worker or your staff is telling you many things happening to your car, and the only thing that you understand about your car is the money. That is, they say carburetor is doing your car, injector is doing your car, brain box is doing your car, steering rack is doing your car. You don't understand every other thing. It's only the this one is 60,000, this one is 35,000, this one is 18,000, this one is 150,000. It's only that one you understand. It's going to be frustrating you, because the next 3 months they can come with the same list, and because you don't understand how those things work, you actually want to be fair and oblige yourself to committing funds to those repairs. So it's good for you to understand. That's why you are here. So Mama Wise said something. Let me read it. Let me read it, so that she's not going to fine me, because I don't have money for fine now. She does not handle money in thousands. Me, I don't have all this big money that she will now be fining me. So she said, why are you wearing pink? Well, I'm actually wearing pink. I think YouTube is doing a bad job of rendering the color of my dress or my clothes. I'm actually wearing a magenta peach color. How does that sound? Yeah, I'm wearing a magenta peach color. Yeah, that's the color I'm wearing. You can argue with your keypad. That's what I'm wearing. So Mama White said, what if your car is Legacy's Benz? Well, if I understand well, Legacy's Benz is not a car. In Nigeria here, we call your ability to effect transportation by using your legs Legacy's Benz. So the means of transportation by means of actuating the use of your legs is Legacy's Benz. So if your car is Legacy's Benz, I think you should make a physiotherapist and a medical doctor your friend. I think that satisfies that. But if you're talking about cars, yep, talk to me. So my wife said, so we have to understand by fire by force. Well, not by fire by force, but it's just imminent or no pertinent rather. I'm talking to a doctor and many other learned colleagues here, so I have to be careful with my words because whatever I say here might be used against me, and I don't want that to happen. So it's very pertinent that you get to understand how these things work, and that way you'll be able to, play the right oversight that is necessary to ensure that your money goes where you are told it's going, and not that you just be paying local government dues that will not end. So that's just it. So you have to know. So I was trying to say also that another important thing is to ensure that while you're driving, you observe some telltale signs that can indicate that you are running into a problem. So as you're driving, like I was saying earlier, you don't just look at the beautiful flora of the side of the road. You don't just look at the newly constructed roads. For many of us that have beautiful road networks. Oh wow! See who we have here. Ladies and gentlemen, join me to welcome my mentor, Eunice Talada. Yeah, Eunice, thank you very much. I know where you're watching from, Aquaba, but I think you should let everyone know where you're watching from. Eunice, I'm so happy to have you here. So good to have you here. Oh, now I'm shy. Eunice, no kill me now. Mapa me now. Wow, Eunice, so good to have you here. Thank you for joining. I'm so happy to have somebody of your caliber here. See, Eunice has been pushing me so much, yes, to be serious about my channel. Anytime I go to a live stream, yes, by the way, Eunice is a YouTuber, very, very active YouTuber. She has two YouTube channels that I know. Maybe she has more. So please link up with Eunice, connect with her, subscribe to her channel, show her some love, like her videos. If you can watch through, watch through. Eunice has been amazing. She always push me to, be serious with my channel. And sincerely, one day I woke up and I decided every time I go to her channel, the first thing she's going to ask me after saying hi is, when are you posting? Yes, that is you. Oh, hello. Angel is back. Good to see you. Angel, thank you for deciding not to go to mass yet. Angel, it's better you stay here because your crown is about to be taken away. But I'm happy to tell you that you are still number one here. Oh, okay. I think I have to improvise with lighting here because I'm running out of daylight. But I'll do something about that. Please give me a moment. All right, guys. Angel, good to have you back. Please don't let anybody take your number one. Huh? Once again, Talata, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, Talata is saying that she's happy to see me. Talata is saying handsome Pekamo. Oh, you're gonna make me blush. Okay, well, I'll take that like a man and I will not act on that. Okay. Well, I blushed, yeah, but I'm no more blushing. I'm trying to be a man, you understand? I'm trying to be a man. Okay. Talata is saying happy to see you, Pex. I'm happy to see you on my live stream also. Okay, Mama Wise is saying in school system we take time to play at intervals. Okay, are you saying that my live stream is too serious? Okay, thank you very much.
No! Make it faster!
Please give me a moment. My folks are missing me. They say I should make it faster. I'll join you later. I'll join you later. Huh? I'm still here with you guys. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere, please. I'm still here with you. I'm trying to set up these lights. I'm having a bit of difficulty. Don't mind me. It's a makeshift. It's a makeshift design. I hope something does not get knocked over here. But I don't want you guys to be seeing shadows, so I'm trying to make the most of it. Oh my God. Okay. So I guess I'm in trouble. I didn't plan this well. Angel, don't laugh at me. Don't laugh at me, Angel. I'm just trying to make the most of what is available. Hopefully, I don't knock anything over here. Mama Wise, I'm surprised that you said in school system that they take time to play at intervals. Is this live stream too serious? Please, I want to know exactly what's on your mind. Is it looking too serious? Are you guys still here? Hello, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. I'm happy to have you here. You'll see me in a bit. I'm trying to make something work here. We're having a technical challenge here, but it's gonna be fine soon. I hope this works. Unveiling in 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! Okay, I know the picture has changed, but at least you can see me. Thank you for watching. Thank you for still tagging along. If you're just joining, please ensure you double tap on your screen to like this video, and please subscribe to this channel. It's gonna go a long way in supporting me, and I'll be very happy that you're doing that. Okay, Talata, are you still here? Or you've gone to cook some. Okay, I think I'm live again. I'm sorry, my network is acting up. I wish there was something I can do about that, but it's just my network acting up. I had to just try and clean my face a bit because my face was glaring into the camera. I think it was quite oily. I don't do much on my face. So me, I don't do, I don't have a, what's it called? Dermatologist advising for my skin. But I think I use engine oil to cream my face. Ah. But I'm happy to have you guys here. So I was saying, when driving, you don't just enjoy the fauna of your roadside, the nice signages, the adverts. the intersections, the amazing, spectacular infrastructure on the road. No, you also try to ensure that you pay attention to your instrument cluster. So your instrument cluster is that place where you have your speedometer, your RPM, that's your engine rotation speed, and also your engine temperature, your warning lights. You have a lot of warning lights on your instrument cluster. I'm going to, maybe next week I'll take out some time to talk about your warning lights so that you guys can get familiar with why those warning lights have that color and what each of them are talking about. I hope I'll find a way to be able to really show that to you, but maybe I'll use some help somewhere or somehow, but or maybe I'll have to do some printing or so. So I'll try and figure out something I can do about that so that you can be familiar. Because I'm aware a lot of people drive their cars around as far as you can ignite it and start the engine and it gets running and you step on the gas and it starts moving and you step on it harder and it runs faster and harder, then everybody seems to be fine. But that's not all about your cars. Many people run around driving their cars around with Christmas lights lit all over the instrument cluster. So you don't want that. So I think I'll try and address that next week. 5 p.m. is our next stream. This stream is going to an end in about 12 minutes time, and I'm so grateful that all of you joined up. But I will not forget my line of thought. I was trying to say, make sure you pay attention to instrument cluster as well as you try to watch how fast you're going. Maybe you're going 120 kilometer per hour or 100 kilometer per hour, or if you are using miles per hour, maybe 60 miles per hour, which is same as 100 kilometers per hour. Also try and take note of your engine RPM, how fast your engine is running. That part where you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and as from about 5 or 6 you start seeing a red zone. That's your RPM telling you how fast the engine is going. On some cars you see it as 10, mostly some European vehicles we have it as 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and they will now write somewhere times 100. But for those who have it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 or thereabout, you have it as times 1000. So it's telling you that whatever number you have there is times 1000. So, and that will be 1000 RPMs, rotation per minute. RPM is rotation per minute. And when you see the kmph or km/h is kilometers per hour, that's the speed of your car. And you see another place where you see a small gauge, in most cases is a small gauge, and you see a pointer, and at the extreme top of the arc you see H, and at the lowest point you see C. That C is indicating cold, when the engine is cold, and the H is when the engine is hot. Well, I wish there was another indication they could have used to indicate that it is when it is overheated. So you don't want your temperature gauge. You see it's going to be having something looking like a thermometer symbol. You don't want that dial to go all the way. It's normally supposed to be around the midpoint of the whole scale. So you want it to be in the midpoint or below the midpoint. So when it gets to the maximum points, it's telling you your car has dangerously overheated. So by the time that pointer is leaving the mid area, then your engine temperature is leaving the normal region. Anything from that point, if you don't take normal or the right action, you're going to run the risk of damaging your engine. Overheating engines can incur a lot of damage. I mean, in terms of the cost and the expense that you're going to incur, and you don't want that. For you that are just joining my live stream, thank you so much. I'm so happy to have you. Please double tap on your screen and subscribe to my channel. That's a very big way of supporting me. Thank you very much. Okay, so as I was saying, you don't want the dial, I mean the pointer of your temperature gauge to leave the mid region. When it starts leaving the mid region, it means you're overheating your engine. And when your engine is overheating, you stand a chance of damaging it completely. Okay, another gauge you tend to find on most cars is the fuel gauge. Most of us, our cars does not have fuel gauge, or maybe better put, our cars have fuel gauge that is not functioning. I understand, I understand, but I think it's best for you to have a fuel gauge because you don't want to be relying on your calculation. Some people have it so terrible that it is until the car starts having drivability issues that they get to have the inclination that, oh, the fuel is running out, the fuel is running out. And some people even hazard the risk of taking a rubber keg or rubber gallon of petrol in their car. You know, there was a time I'm sorry, network is really acting up. My network is really acting up. I'm so sorry. But I'm happy that you guys are here and I'm happy that you're still watching. And thank you for all of you that watched today. Thank you all the way from the first that joined, Angel. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Angel, for joining. Oluwatimileyin, thank you so much for joining this live stream. Angel, I've mentioned you. Thank you so much. Prince Olariwaju, thank you so much for joining this live stream. We had Chukwuemeka. Oh, I missed that. Chukwuemeka, I don't know if you are still watching. Thank you so much for joining. We also had who else? We have Steve from Arizona. Thank you so much for joining. We had Mama Wise. Thank you, Mama Wise. Thank you so much for joining. I'm ecstatic to see you here. We also have okay, we had Eunice Talata from Ghana. Thank you, Eunice, for joining. And for the rest of you, my silent listener, thank you so much for joining. I would have loved that you indicated where you're watching from, which you can still do, even though this stream is going off in a few minutes. But I really appreciate you so much for joining this live stream. Next week, we'll continue talking about the warning light. So we're going to be talking about that. When I come your way again, I'll be posting a couple of, you know, inspiring and educational videos, or let me also say expository videos. So please engage my videos, like them, comment on them. I'll be so happy to see you in the comment sections of my videos, either be it short videos or long form videos. And if there's any repair videos that you're interested for me, or you're interested in me, you know, producing, please, you can let me know and I'll try and put things together and see how I can get it across. Thank you so much. My battery is even flat and I think it's happening at the right time. I have 2% remaining here. It's gonna be 5 p.m., 1700 hours by my own Nigerian time. So, but 5 p.m. my time. GMT, I think GMT is going to be 4 p.m. Yes, GMT, 1600 GMT every Sunday. That's kind of the only time I can come on live. Weekdays, Mondays to Saturdays, I'm at work dispensing effective and efficient service to my clients. So thank you so much. I'm so happy to see you. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. God bless you. Gracias. Oops.